I just received my 16th Spinraza injection, and I wanted to do an updated video on how my SMA has been treating me and overall how my Spinraza injections journey has been going. How has my SMA been treating me recently? Recently, my SMA has been treating me quite well. It hasn't been too challenging. Lately, I have been struggling brushing my teeth and feeding myself, handling my computer. I get tired a little quicker. Being on my phone, and my phone has been feeling a little bit heavier than normal. However, it's when I say I am feeling well with my SMA, it's not. I don't feel too fatigued. You know, I have felt a lot worse, and I think because I just received my Spinraza injection, I know within these upcoming days, even weeks, I will see an increase. For me, that is just expected. So, for example, or not example, but I wanted to also mention that every 4 months I get these Spinraza injections, and it is around the third month, like towards the middle. Occasionally it'll be the beginning of the third month. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Around the third month after I received my injections, I do see and notice a decrease in my daily routine, meaning when I brush my teeth, feeding myself, picking up my cell phone, things like that. I do see and feel more fatigued than usual. Again, when it is around the third month of after receiving my Spinraza injection, and again I receive them every 4 months. So I had just received my 16th Spinraza injection, and now that I have taken it, I am expecting within these upcoming days, coming weeks, to be feeling a lot better when it comes to my physical strength. I took notes this time. If you're familiar with my content, you know I never take notes. How many injections have I received? I have received 16. I have received 16 Spinraza injections. If I can remember correctly, it is around 16 injections, and everything has been going quite well. How was my procedure? My procedure after my injection went great. I am very fortunate. I have an amazing, outstanding medical team, healthcare team, that takes really good care of me, looks after me. My procedure went great. It was a success. Everything went as planned, and everything went great. I also wanted to mention too, I am a hard poke when it comes to starting an IV. So shout out to my nurse who actually got my IV with one poke. Like, you were totally amazing, because that is not common for me to get poked once to start an IV and I get a good vein. Like, you were awesome. That was really cool. Last time, so you guys can have like an understanding of what I mean by a hard poke, is last time it took roughly around 6 to 8 pokes for them to find an IV, for them to start an IV, because again, I am just a hard poke. My veins are hard to get or find, in a sense. How do I feel after the procedure? After the procedure, it is always common for me that I wake up with a headache. Mainly it's just a headache, and sometimes my body will be sore just because of movement, you know, when I have to go on the table, transfer on the table, and things like that. But mainly it is just headaches, and usually the headaches get to me most after I go from being on the hospital bed and onto my wheelchair. Once I sit up, that's when my headaches really start to hit, and I really start to feel the headaches. And yeah, and there's only been again after 16 Spinraza injections, probably roughly around 2 to 3 times where my headaches had gotten really, really bad, where I actually needed more medical treatment, and they had and they had to give me a shot on my hip to help calm my headaches, because my headaches was that extreme. It was pretty extreme. But again, 16th injections, only 2 to 3 incidences where my headaches were, I'm saying, uncontrollable. To me, I think that's really great. mental health after the procedure. Also, before I end this video, I wanted to mention that I am not sponsored or anything that is making me want to do this video. This video is simply just me just wanting to make this video for educational purposes, and for anyone who has SMA, has my same disability, and or is considering possibly taking Spinraza injections. This is just my journey, my own personal thoughts, my own personal experiences with this journey, and I thought it would be a really good video. And before I end the video, excuse me, I'm getting really tired talking right now. And before I end the video, I also wanted to mention too, I will post a video on top of this video or somewhere along this video. But anyhow, I had just recently bought this water extender, and to me I thought it was really, really cool. Is for me, being in a wheelchair, when I go to hotels and stuff, their sinks are really, really close. It's really far from me to reach to like wash my hands and things like that. Especially when I brush my teeth, rinsing off the toothbrush and stuff like that. Anyhow, I had recently came across this thing called a water extender, a water faucet extender. I'll write it in the description too, so you can check it out. But anyhow, I ordered it on Amazon, and it was really, really cool because, again, for being in a wheelchair and going to hotels, their faucets are really, really far if you're in a chair, right? And anyhow, this water extender worked so well for me and so great. I wanted to share this too, because if you're in a wheelchair or has trouble reaching hotel sinks, I think this could benefit you, and I wanted to show you too. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I am a big fan of quotes. I love quotes. So I'm gonna end it with a quote. First quote that comes to mind is, first quote that comes to mind is this one. I love quotes. I like ending my videos with quotes. When you can't control what is happening, control the way you respond to what is happening. You know, for me, that quote has such a deep meaning to it, because, again, with my disability and with everyone goes through challenges, to put it simply, but when we are going through something, I think it's really important for us to focus on how we respond to life's happenings, to the things that happen to us, because that is what's really going to, when we focus on how we respond and react to life events that happen to us, that's when our whole world really starts to change, you know? For me, my disability, hands down, I even made videos on this before, but when it comes to my disability and it comes from me being able to do something, and it comes from me being able to do something today and wake up tomorrow and not being able to do it, can really, really get to you. For example, today I could have, let me give you an example that just happened recently. Yesterday, I could have been able to feed myself and brush my teeth the way I'd like, you know, without so much restriction. And today I could have woke up and struggled brushing my teeth and feeding myself, you know. And I think it's really important for us to, in times when life becomes really, really challenging and really, really test you, I think it's really important for us to focus on how we respond and react to what happens. So again, I'm gonna just end it with that quote. I hope it didn't confuse you too much with that, but if you can remember anything from this video, I want you to remember and take away this. When you can't control what is happening, control the way you respond to what is happening. Anyhow, I love you, I appreciate you, and remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.